Good stuff. You know, it's not so bad now. Now it's not snowing. I'm not freezing my ass off. Almost forgot to shut my gas cap. Here's a little interesting piece of information about the 8.6 when you're getting fuel. Number one, they recommend you put super in it all the time. Okay, I get it. I like it. It's not a high horsepower car or forced induction, no turbo, no supercharged. So running super, okay, I guess it's the way the engine's designed. And the other thing, there's a big sticker on the gas cap that when you're filling up the fuel, everybody always like click and click and click, 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 click. Try to get that extra little bit of fuel in there. It says to not do that. I'm not sure why. I guess filling the filler neck full of fuel is not a great idea. So what I do is I grab the nozzle and the hose after it clicks the first time, and I flip the nozzle upside down and hold the hose up a bit. That way, any bit of fuel that's left in that hose after you filled up your car will drain out into the tank, and that way when you pull the nozzle out, you're not dumping fuel all over the side of your car. Always that little bit that drips, like when you know, that's your tip for today. So now, get the hell out of here. I got fuel for the car, and now I'm gonna get some fuel for me. So now, after this, we're gonna go stop at that camera store. There's a camera that could be really interesting for vlogging there that's going for about 200 bucks. We'll go check it out, and we'll spend like 2 grand on car parts after. Ooh, 2 coffee! I'll do the old thermos trick for one of them, and then I'm gonna kill the other one on the road right away because a little fault, a little fault. I love my coffee. You haven't figured that out yet. Woo. All right, let's go look for a camera. Get a little more serious. I'm using my cell phone up till now. Time to kick it up a notch. Time to go hunting for a camera. See what we can find. I went to a pawn shop. Pawn shops can be sketchy. Power shot for 150 bucks. It's an older model, but should do the trick. We're gonna try that out as soon as we get home. But right now, I gotta go get some car parts. And I forgot my damn part list. Everything I wanted to get today, all the part numbers and everything else. No luck that time. I was hoping for a sticker place to be open so I could buy some stickers to promote this YouTube channel and the Instagram and everything else I can. Okay, so like I said before, I forgot my parts list at home. I stayed up all night writing down part numbers, prices, stuff I needed. Now that I'm at the shop, I was hoping that would make their lives a lot easier. I gotta sit here and go through my phone and try to remember what parts I needed. Basically, one by one, screenshot them. Let's go see if we can't find us some parts now. Okay, so I ordered some mags, I ordered a bunch of parts for that Acadian. Whoa. And spent all the money I had with me today, so really the only option left is to go home and do something. Such a nice day. I'm gonna hang out in the shop. I might as well open the door and get some sunlight and fresh air in here, right? Kind of hoping to test out that new PowerShot camera that I bought, but we're gonna have to wait for those batteries to charge. In the meantime, I just got back from Car Fever Shop. I ordered a set of new wheels, a bunch of parts for the Acadian. 2 things are for sure, is I'm gonna need a place to put all these extra wheels because I'm gonna end up with like 3 sets already for the 8.6. Also, I'm gonna need to get the shop a little bit more ready, even though I work on it probably every video you see for working on the Acadian. I'm gonna jack up the front of the car and try to move it ahead a little bit because as you can see, I have absolutely no room back here at work, and I'm gonna need to be able to walk around the car because very soon I'll be working underneath the back end of it. It's gonna have something to do with this. Maybe not exactly that because that's pretty much illegal to run on the street and I can't do anything illegal on YouTube. A lot of the parts that I ordered are for a specific part of this car. I'm gonna need some sort of workbench to work on that specific part. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna take this off and use that for my workbench. It's a perfect height. I can move it around the shop wherever I need it. I think it'll be very convenient. So this new camera finally got some charge in it. So I'm gonna try it out, see if it works. Show you what I got today. So I got this for pretty cheap. Canon PowerShot XX50HS. It's got a cool flip screeny LCD thing. Came from a pawn shop, hope it works. Battery charger with an extra battery. So I'm gonna try to do a whole next section of this vlog with that camera. Let's see what happens. This is a test. Background noise, talking normal, talking kind of quiet, talking kind of thing, talking pretty loud. How's the aperture?
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Those things are pretty heavy. So I'm still focusing first and foremost on the front suspension of this car. Gotta get all this mess figured out. I figured out the problem with the camber. The car had no negative camber adjustment. The negative camber adjusted all the way maxed out. The car still had what looked like a little positive camber. Oh, it's gross. Right here, this is the problem. This mount, it's too far out. If we look on this side, this is the camber adjustment right here. Now it's about halfway out, and if you look at the spindle, that's a lot of positive camber. That means my wheel is like this, you know, like if we look at the other side, that adjustment is completely maxed out, and if there's negative camber, it's very, very little, and I can't get more than that. So what I think I'm gonna have to do here, I'm gonna have to cut all these welds out. They're ugly anyway. And then I'm gonna have to pull this whole piece back. Now looking at it from the top, seems to me like this is not even on straight. So if I cut this off and I bring this back level with the frame rail, that should give me enough angle and enough adjustment to do what I need. I should be able to align the car properly after that. I'm not gonna get into that today because I gotta pull the welder out and do a bunch of other stuff, and it's near the end of the day. So, and I'm pretty sure by now you guys can guess what my next step is gonna be. So the next thing is gonna be bring these tires, get them pulled off the rims, use those for bashing around, beating up on. I gotta basically rebuild this whole thing. Lots of plans for that. I'll go through it next time because I don't want to get into that now. And we gotta start figuring out what's under here and what needs to be done to that. So once again, it was a vlog with really not a lot going on, but one step at a time, even if it's a small step. Can't do much if you don't have the parts or the tools. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay happy.